Listen, kid. If you want to master your emotions, you better be ready for a fight. Because this world, it doesn't play fair. It will throw everything at you, pain, loss, betrayal, just to see if you'll break. And most people do. Most people let the chaos consume them, let it shape them into something weak, something bitter. But not you. You're here because you want to be stronger. You want to control that storm inside you instead of letting it control you. And that's the first step. Emotions aren't the enemy. Weakness isn't feeling too much, weakness is letting those feelings drive you to ruin. Anger, fear, grief, they don't make you weak. It's what you do with them that matters. You think the strongest people don't feel pain. You think they don't want to scream, to break down, to give up. They do. But they take all that chaos, all that rage, and they turn it into fuel. That's the difference between those who survive and those who don't. Let me tell you something about chaos. It doesn't go away. Life will always be unpredictable. It will always be messy. You can't wait for things to calm down before you take control, because they never will. There will always be something trying to shake you, trying to pull you under. That's why you have to learn to stand firm in the middle of it. To find strength in the eye of the storm, not outside of it, you have two choices when the world comes crashing down on you. You can let it break you, or you can use it to forge yourself into something unshakable. The difference? Perspective. You can see obstacles as barriers or as challenges. You can see pain as suffering or as a lesson. The second you stop seeing yourself as a victim and start seeing yourself as a warrior, everything changes. You stop asking, "Why me?" and start saying, "Try me." That's when you take control. Most people don't master their emotions because they let them fester. They bury their anger, suppress their fear, choke down their sadness, and think that makes them strong. It doesn't. It makes them weak. Because when you refuse to face your emotions, they own you. You don't conquer them by running from them. You conquer them by standing in the fire and refusing to burn. By letting yourself feel everything but never letting it dictate who you are. The trick? You don't react. You respond. You feel that anger rising in your chest. Good. That means something matters to you. But don't lash out. Breathe. Think. Channel it into something useful. You feel fear creeping into your mind. Good. That means you're stepping outside your comfort zone. But don't freeze. Move forward anyway. You feel sorrow weighing you down. Good. That means you've lost something worth caring about. But don't drown in it. Use it to appreciate what's still here, to build something even greater, and let's talk about pain. Because if you think you can get through life without it, you're fooling yourself. Pain is inevitable. Suffering, that's a choice. Everyone gets hurt. Not everyone lets it destroy them. You decide whether pain is your downfall or your strength. If you're smart, you'll take every wound, every scar, every loss, and use it as proof that you're still here, still fighting. You don't become strong by avoiding pain. You become strong by enduring it, by walking through the fire and coming out the other side forged in steel. Discipline is your weapon. You want to control your emotions? Then control your actions first. Your body listens before your mind does. When everything in you screams to stay in bed, get up. When your mind begs you to quit, push forward. When fear tells you to run, stand your ground. Control your habits, control your routine, and soon enough, you'll realize you're not a slave to your emotions anymore. You're their master. And let's get one thing straight, this isn't about being numb. It's not about shutting down or pretending you don't feel. It's about acknowledging everything, but refusing to let it control you. It's about knowing that anger is fuel, not fire. That sadness is weight, not chains. That fear is a signal, not a stop sign. You learn to use them instead of letting them use you. You think warriors don't feel fear? They do. They just don't let it stop them. You think leaders don't feel doubt? They do. They just don't let it paralyze them. Strength isn't the absence of emotion. It's the ability to harness it, to stand in the middle of chaos and remain unshaken, and don't think for a second that this is easy. It's not. Mastering your emotions is a lifelong fight. Some days, you'll slip. Some days, the storm will hit harder than you expected, and you'll fall. That's fine. Get up. Keep going. Because every time you rise after falling, you prove to yourself that nothing, not pain, not fear, not failure, can keep you down. The world isn't going to change for you. It's not going to slow down, it's not going to make things easier. If you wait for peace, you'll be waiting forever. So you make peace where you stand. You make order out of the chaos. You don't wait for life to be easy before you start living. You take charge, right here, right now. So what's it gonna be? Are you going to let the world control you? Or are you going to stand up? Take the hits, and keep moving forward. Are you going to let your emotions rule you? Or are you going to turn them into your greatest weapon? The choice is yours. It always has been. Master yourself, master your emotions, and no matter how chaotic the world gets, you will remain unshaken. Because strength isn't found in peace. It's found in chaos. And the ones who survive, they're the ones who learn to thrive in it.